Hello Legacy Sabers, Marsh here. So today we're going to talk about comments in Python. We're going to discuss what are comments and what are they in that regard. So let's take a look. So we have a program here and it's kind of an interesting program in the regards of it asks for a base and a top and a height, and obviously it probably prints something of an area, right? But we don't exactly know what it actually does. It's kind of hard to read through. We would need to know the math formula that this in fact uses. So the question brings to fore, how can we make sure people understand what a program is for, so that when they look at the code, they don't have to actually read the code. They can read information about what the program is. Well, this is introducing comments. So comments are text in a program that is ignored by the program. You don't have to worry about the program reading the comments. The comments are for the human doing stuff. Let's use comments to explain the program that we just looked at. So at the top here, look what I got. I have a comment that says this program computes the area of a trapezoid. So what I'm doing there is I'm showing off, I'm explaining what my program's for. It's going to compute the area of a trapezoid. Then I ask for the lengths in the base of and top. And then I say I compute and print the area of the trapezoid. So notice what I'm doing. I'm explaining my program. Now, cool thing about comments is in the program, it's not going to affect how your computer works, how the program runs. The program, or the comment, so this one right here, and this one, and then this one, those are not going to affect my program. The comments are just made for us as humans so that we can see it in our regards. Now, there's multiple kinds of comments. There's one that's a multi-line comment that is surrounded by 3 quotation marks and can span multiple lines. So this is my example of a multi-line comment that is super long to show how long a multi-line comment can be and how super large it is. Notice what I did. So at the top here, I got 3 quotation marks. That's my way of pointing out that I have a multi-line comment. So at the front here, at the top of my trapezoid area program, I put 3 quotation marks. That's the way of showing that you have multi-line comments. You could put as many lines as you want in between those 3 quotation marks, and then that will all be a comment for you. Often you're going to see them at the beginning of the program to decide what the program does and also who wrote it. So I put this program computes the area of a trapezoid, author Marsh. So that's my way of, that's when a multi-line comment is very commonly used for. Usually it's just at the top of the program. Now there's another kind, which is a single line comment. I would say that these are more common. These begin with a pound sign, or as you youngins will call it, a hashtag. Every single line comment has to begin with it. So right here I got asked for the length of the and base and top. Notice both lines had to have that hashtag to be able to accomplish that task. I need to have a hashtag to show that I'm making a comment. So if you want a single line of code to be commented, then, or a single line of text to be a comment, you only need to put one hashtag or pound sign in front of it. Single line comments are commonly written in the code itself just to describe very specific parts of the code, kind of to describe information. Now, it is not wrong for the beginning of your program to have the single line comment as well. You don't have to use multi-line comments if you don't want to. You can always do just single line. But if you do single line, remember, every time you want to have a line be commented, you have to put the pound sign. Comments are super important. Always write comments. Programs are usually done by teams of people. And most of the time, projects you're going to work on are going to be inherited by other people, especially if you go into a computer science job. Comments are going to make it easier for you to read your code. It's easier to look at, easier to read, and it just makes it easier in our own brains. But sometimes your comments can make it worse to read. So if you comment every single line of code, it gets a little bit more messy. So there's I would say a sweet spot for commenting in the code, kind of like how we had right here. This would be what I would call a sweet spot. You're explaining the program and you're kind of giving a little bit of information on the top of each area. Now, what am I, as your teacher, going to expect you for comments? I would like you to do the following. At the top of your program, I would like you to put your name, the date, and the program's name. Okay? And this could be in single line comments. So I could do the £, and I could put my name, and then I could do another one, put the date, another one. You're not going to be required to comment the code itself. However, I find that it helps students remember what lines of code are for. So if you want to comment lines of code to help you understand what certain things are, to get more into your brain, that's cool too. But the ones I'm going to expect you guys to do is just your name, the date, and the program's name at the top of the program. And that's the end of this video. Short, sweet, and to the point. I will see you later, Sabers.